welcome to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I want to talk on a topic called reasons you should allow the Nigerian man chase you. I know the topic is very long. I was doing everything possible to, minimize it and also find the right words to use, but this is the best I could come up with. So, in the course of the video, I guess you understand what I'm saying. So please, in case you're losing brain cells, trying to understand what I'm saying when I mean chase you. I don't literally mean, when a man or someone is chasing you or running after you. What I basically, I'm talking about is all the experience, you get when a Nigerian man is physically and are romantically interested, in you. Now, the truth of the matter is that most of you Western ladies that are listening to me, you're part of the problems you're facing now with scamming and all other things that you think are associated with romance scam. In fact, I would say 99% of you ladies, one of the reasons why when you get married to some Nigerian guys, it ends up, not, going as you have planned. And today I want to discuss or highlight some, some reasons, that uh, you should, you know, allow when a Nigerian man comes to you to basically, show interest. So without further much ado, let us talk about reasons you should allow a Nigerian man chase you. Now, the first reason is that he is a man. I really do not know how men in whatever part of the country, whatever part of the world you live in, I don't know how they behave. I don't know how European men behave when they are interested in a woman, or men from North America, Asia, wherever you are. But for Nigerian men, it is totally different. Totally different. Because uh, when a Nigerian man is interested in a woman, the moment a Nigerian man meets a woman who is his spec, he goes after that woman and toasts this woman. Yes, you heard me right. Toast. This is the term we use when a man, is making his interest as known to a lady. In fact, these toasting skills, we groom them as boys right from high school. Basically, you will see your friend asking you, "Do you know how to toast?" Basically, like, do you know how to talk, to a woman, to convince a woman to like date you? It's more like you win a woman, to be. Uh, to have a relationship or something with you. And this is something every Nigerian man has done. And every Nigerian man knows this skill, and here's the funniest thing: no Nigerian lady would date a Nigerian man who hasn't toasted her, convincingly. Before a Nigerian lady would agree to go into a relationship with you, you have to, convince her by using the term toasting, to make her, agree to date you. Now, yes, what you Western ladies do, you meet a Nigerian man, you know, after a few talks, weeks of talks or chats or few months, the next thing you rush into Nigeria, to meet him. And some of you eventually marry this Nigerian quickly. Now, is that how your father met your mother? I guess the answer you would tell me is no. One thing you don't understand is that when you were doing this, you don't allow the Nigerian man to actually be the man who is actually going to go after you to ask you out. You are breaking a circle, what I call the relationship circle. Because when we as Nigerian men, when we toast a woman, it is more like we are applying for a job. And one of the few promises we always make to convince these ladies is that we will be there for them, we will provide for them, and will definitely protect them. So the question to you, Miss Western Lady, who is providing and protecting in your Nigerian man in the relationship, Every Nigerian lady I know, every Nigerian lady I know in my entire life, I promise you, all were toasted, asked out convincingly by a Nigerian man, and they were all promised that they will be catered for, provided for. This is something that is very, very typical with the Nigerian men. No matter how broke a Nigerian man is, when he is interested in a lady, he would always try as much as possible to go after her, to convince this lady and to, sweet talk her into coming into a relationship with her. And no matter how broke he is, he would provide according to his means. Now, those of you ladies from the Western world, you've become IMF, UNESCO, World Food Bank. You're disrupting the relationship circle. The moment you meet this Nigerian man, and you don't let him be the man he is ought to be. You do everything. You take care of him, you supply all his needs, you're basically disrupting the circle. And guess what, ladies, this circle he would definitely complete it, because if he doesn't complete it with you, the time he leaves you, or whatever you're using to provide for him, whatever money or gift you're giving him, he would complete this circle with another lady. And this is very, very common or typical with our Nigerian men. Therefore, when you meet a Nigerian man, let him be a man. Let him come after you. If he is interested in you, let him come after you. Not after few days you're like, head over heels and like, oh, you're not in love all of a sudden. It doesn't work this way in our society. So let the Nigerian man be a man. If he is interested in you, let him be a man. Let him do what the Nigerian men would do. The second point, why you should allow the Nigerian man, chase after you, is bad foundation. You see, the moment you contact a man, be it a Nigerian man, and you guys, decide to try dating, you've created a foundation. Now, if you have a very good foundation at the start of your relationship, no matter what obstacle you guys face in life, no matter what might come your way in course of your relationship, both of you would stand through it because the foundation from the get-go was good. This foundation would allow you guys, stand the test of your time. And that is very, very important. Now when I mean a good foundation also starts with you picking a man that suits your profile. A man that suits your profile. If you are a lady who is older and you're going for a young man who is single and has never had a child, you're a lady, you're older, you've hit menopause, you're not planning on having kids. In fact, you're a granny and you're going for a younger man, the foundation from the beginning is wrong. The foundation from the beginning is wrong. And because you've started with a very bad foundation, one day your Nigerian man would wake up and tell you, hey, I want a child. Can you give me a child? Oh, I thought as much. You can't give me a child. So I have to go get a child. What happens? I will go do this with a younger lady. Choose goodbye and all the best. Bad foundation. Now, a bad foundation is driven mostly by your greed, your wants, and your ability not to look far. You're not foresighted when you're talking to this man. You're only interested in now. You're not looking into the future. You're focused on what or how this person, this individual you're talking to, could fix your crave, what you desire. Then now you're not looking into the future. These are evident of a bad foundation. you know and the moment you discard all of these things, you're not being foresighted, you're not looking into the future, you have created a bad foundation. And that is why it is very, very important, you know when a Nigerian man is coming to chase you, make sure this Nigerian man fits your profile. If you're a lady who is way older, don't go for a man who would wake up tomorrow and tell you you can't give him what he wants. And for that reason, he wants to leave you, to go start a family. Because at the end of the day, you would be the one crying. You'll be left heartbroken. And that's why I always encourage you, ladies, when a Nigerian man comes to you, to your platform, to your social media platform, your WhatsApp, your Instagram, Facebook, wherever, make sure this person is within your profile. If you're a lady who is done having kids, go for men who are done having kids. If you're a single mother, at best, see if this person is a single father or this person is mature enough. If you're a senior citizen, stay away from young guys. They will break your heart. And then you will go on social media and start calling the names of Nigerians as being horrible and bad people. And that's a fact. You know, the question to you, Miss Western Lady, what more do you want? When the foundation you've created from the very beginning, from time immemorial, that was definitely bad, how do you want this foundation to survive? Because basically, when you are older and you're coming for a younger Nigerian man, there has to be a trade off. You trade off the ability for this younger Nigerian man to actually toast you, go after you, chase you like a woman. You trade it off, you know, for your own need. And you tend to forget that this Nigerian man you're dating also has his needs. And one day, when he wakes up and he discovers that you can't give him what he needs, he will leave you. He would leave you because the foundation from the very get go is bad. Therefore, when you meet a Nigerian man who is coming from you, it is coming for you on your social media platform, it is very, very important you let them be within your profile. Try as much as possible to have a profile. The next thing is desperado. You know, acting desperate could also limit or stop your Nigerian man, from chasing or wanting something serious with you. I'm serious about this. I've always said it when you're dealing, with a Nigerian man, never show any sign of desperation. Don't show desperation. Don't show you're desperate to get married. Don't show you're desperate to have kids. Don't always be the person who is calling morning, afternoon, night messages. You're not letting him rest. You're video calling him to make sure that the coast is clear and everything. Don't be that kind of person. Let me tell you one fact. Every Nigerian man who has come to you online on a dating site to talk to you, they know before they come to talk to you that you're desperate. And they come with that assumption because they've looked at your profile. They know that you're seriously looking for a man. So they come to talk to you because they believe you are vulnerable. They think you are vulnerable. So they would initiate a conversation. And then when you see them, you're like, whoa, suave. And then the next thing you do, you're like, whoa, look at this dude. Well, I want to have this dude for myself. You start writing this dude, pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. All they just do is they sit back and allow you be the big mumu, gullible one. You know, at that moment, when they see that, okay, there is a huge difference between both of you, huge contrast between both of you physically, what do? They now act like dating you is a favor. And this is the moment that notion is conceived in their head. The moment they see that you're desperate, to them, talking to you, dating you is a favor. So what do? They start making outrageous demands from you. Oh, baby, I need this. Oh, baby, I need that. Oh, baby, I need this. Oh, baby, I need that. And you will be left with no option than to provide it. Yes, you will provide it. Some would come with emotional manipulation and, put it in a way whereby if you do not provide these things, they may stop talking to you. They may not reply to your message. They will busy your call when you call. You may call for long and they don't want to answer. They use this subtle emotional manipulation on you because they know you are desperate. And this is something Nigerian women don't do. The Nigerian woman doesn't do this. If a Nigerian woman No matter how she is interested in you, no matter how drop gorgeous you are, if you don't make the first move on the Nigerian woman and convince her you are on your own, she doesn't care. That is the Nigerian woman. That is the Nigerian woman. But the problem is that you Western ladies, you come and you do everything. At the end of the day, when this man comes to your country and then dupe you and dump you, you want to fight. But from the very get go, you showed signs of desperation. And this man capitalized on these signs of desperation to get what he wants from you. The final part I want to talk about is you will be missing out on the fun part. Guys, the fun part in your relationship, if you eventually end up with a Nigerian guy, is all he had to do, to get you. I still hear women, even sometimes my mom will sit back and be telling us, myself and my siblings, certain things my dad did when they were when my dad was courting her, when my dad was trying to know her. And sometimes we laugh about it. Sometimes my dad laughs about it. What story do you have to tell? What do you have to tell? When you end up you say, oh, can you tell us that one fun part you enjoyed in your relationship? All the fun part you had was going to the Western Union to send money, or you're going to buy Steam card or gift card or send money to Bitcoin. That's the fun part you had. That's the memory you must have had of the relationship. Memory of minus on your bank statement. The fun part of what it means for a Nigerian man to actually look a lady eyeball to eyeball, show interest, and go after her. Our Nigerian women, they enjoy this. This is a moment they feel like princesses and queen and royalty because our men can do this. They can really do this. So, to you, Miss Western lady, let the Nigerian man who is interested in you, let him do the needful. Don't do the needful. It is not part of our culture. It is not part of our culture. A lot of Nigerian men will get offended when you come and ask them out. Okay, you could give a Nigerian man green light to make him know that, okay, I'm interested in you. Nigerian women do this, but they will never go chasing after you. No, they won't do it. They're too proud to do it. And the same thing to you, Western ladies. You must act like the Nigerian women. And no joke. I know you say, oh, I'm not Nigerian, it's different, the culture is different. Yeah, and that is the beginning of your problem. Because our men are raised up the way our Nigerian women think. We are raised as men to go after the Nigerian woman. And every Nigerian man who has to go after a Nigerian woman has to prove. If it means him going to collect the gates of hell, most Nigerian men would do it. And so those of you who have been married to Nigerian men, you would agree with me on this. And I always say to some of the Western ladies who know me personally, and those of you who are living in the same area with me, listening to my video, I always say to you, before you leave this earth, try and experience what it means to be chased by a Nigerian man. Try to actually know what it feels like when a Nigerian man really wants you, and not the opposite. The opposite of you're buying everything, you're taking care of him, you're providing for him. No, yeah, it is better for you to go adopt another child than to do that, because that is not Nigerianism. That is not what our men stand for. Our men are direct, straight. When they look a woman they like, they would even stop you on the street and tell you to your face and ask for your number, and then they will follow up. Our men do it. When I was a young boy, I used to follow my elder brother for what we call shadowing. I didn't understand what it was then. They would tell me, just follow me. I said, where are we going to? Shadowing. What's shadowing? I didn't understand what shadowing was until I grew older and everything. So, guys, listen. When you are talking to a Nigerian man online, let him do the talking. Let him do the chasing. Let him be the one who really wants you. Let him show you that, not you. No matter how desperate you are, be calm, be still, let the man move. Because when this Nigerian man moves mountain, struggles, does everything possible to get you, he wouldn't want to lose you in a hurry. He would protect the relationship. He would kill for the relationship. And that is true. But if you make yourself accessible like tissue paper, he would discard you and dump you because there was no effort that was put in that relationship. There was no effort whatsoever in it. So, guys, in conclusion, I'm not trying to, spoil your mood today by saying, what is he saying and all of that. No, but I'm only stating the fact, when you are with a Nigerian man, you guys are talking, you're corresponding, and he has interest in you, please keep your cool. No matter your age, no matter your status, no matter whatever you are, keep cool. Don't act cheap. There is a lady, a good friend of mine from the United States. I I connected her to a friend of mine, and the way this friend of mine was talking to her, she didn't take it. She stood her ground, and I really applauded her for that because she knew what she wanted. When I spoke with her on phone, and she told me, "Well, I think Nigerian men, when they want someone, they go for this person." I say, "Yes, that is right." So this guy is not making any effort, so I would just hands off. When he's ready to talk, he will contact me, and that was perfect. That was perfect. And some of you grannies, I don't have a problem with you looking for love, but some of you, when a Nigerian man who is young to be your grandchild, he's not talking to you, not responding to your message, trying to use this subtle emotional manipulation to get you to move, as they call it in Nigeria, shake body, to do things, so to draw his interest. Most of you like, well, he's not talking to me for the past few days. Of course, he's not talking to you for the past few days because he wants you to shake body. Because you've been doing the talking. You didn't let him talk to you like a guy who really wants a woman. Guys, there's more to say on this topic, but I will just stop for here. With this, guys, I would like to say thank you very much for listening to this video. And please like, share, subscribe. If you have to comment respectfully. And you can always reach me on hometruth86 at gmail.com. Hometruth86 at gmail.com. Have a lovely day, guys. Cheers.